Hello and welcome. I'm Ugo Fratesi and I'm the editor-in-chief of the journal Spatial Economic Analysis. Spatial Economic Analysis is a pioneering economics journal dedicated to the development of theory and methods in spatial economics, published by two of the world's leading learned societies in the analysis of spatial economics, the Regional Studies Association and the British and Irish section of the Regional Science Association International. I'm delighted to be here today to present the Spatial Economic Analysis Award for Best Paper published in 2024 to Malabika Koley and Anil Bera, both of the University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign, USA. The paper which leads to the award is to use or not to use the Spatial Durbin Model. That is the question. The paper addresses a very important issue in empirical spatial economic studies, the choice of the best econometric estimator for analysis with spatial data, and introduces a new approach to test for the need to use a spatial Durbin model. The methodology is illustrated both technically and for practitioners, also with an example. I expect the text of the paper to be adopted in a large number of studies using spatial econometrics. Many congratulations to you all, and thank you for joining me today. Would you like to say a few words on your paper, Malabika?
Yeah. So first, I just want to thank RSA for giving us this award. As an early career researcher, it gives me a lot of motivation to continue doing good work. And I hope to make more meaningful contributions to the field of spatial econometrics. And I would definitely want to thank my co-author and who is also my PhD advisor, Professor Anil Bera, who is present here today. For working with me on this project. It was a great learning experience to work on this paper with him. And this paper is especially very special for me because it was part of my PhD dissertation, which I defended last year around this time. So when I went to Professor Bera with this idea, it was just in a very nascent stage. So thank you for like helping me shape up this project and working with on it together with me. I just want to say a few words about the paper very briefly, and then Professor Bera can say something more about it. We take the very basic model, which is a spatial Durbin model. And if you look at the empirical studies using like spatial data, you will see that probably this model is the most widely used model in the field, like be it economics or like any other field that uses spatial data. So one thing that one question which came to our mind is that do we really need this model or could we go for a simpler model, right? So that was the main question that we thought, because a lot of the times what we are doing here is that we are looking at two sources of spatial dependence in the model, but that may not always be necessary. We may be just good with one kind of dependence, right? So which was the motivation of our paper, and we devised tests which are very simple to use. It only requires ordinary least squares estimation, which I think is the most basic estimation technique. So which is why I'm hopeful that this paper will be, like used widely by people who are not just working with spatial data in the field of economics, but also in like different other fields. Yeah, so I hope like the tools and the testing methodology that or the tests which we have devised in the paper come to be like very useful and can be an useful addition to the toolbox of people using spatial data for their analysis.
Thank you. So I think, Anil, it's your turn.
Thank you, Hugo, and also Alex, and everybody involved in selecting, this award. And first thing, we didn't really expect this award when, Malavika and I started this project maybe around 3 years ago or less. And we little did we think about it getting published in spatial economic analysis, let alone getting this prize. So it's a very big surprise and a very pleasant surprise. So again, thank you all people concerned with this. And so the paper is, because my always motivation is having something simple, so that people can use it. And so simplicity was the first requirement of this paper. And also we wanted to have a theoretical foundation so that it is not just something that we are saying. And the paper has a very deep foundation to the Rao score test. And I'll tell a little bit now because the test is done by, principal is, the CRA who passed away 2023. And these tests are all based on the estimation under the null hypothesis. As Mala just said, it is under the OLS estimation. So that's the simplicity, but that there is a very fundamental theory that the test is as good as asymptotically like ratio test, wall test. So we have a theoretical foundation of this test. Okay, so I think that's the biggest benefit out of these tests. And also we have, as Ugo mentioned, we have a empirical example. Then we have now also Monte Carlo studies just to see, the usefulness of the test and also how to implement, so that's, I think, it will be useful for practitioners. And very fortunately, maybe because of the publication at the spatial economic analysis, the test has already been used. I have seen quite a few already empirical paper. I think we already have, 7 citation about this, on this paper. And also this test is already included in some of these leading softwares. So I think, with this award, hopefully people will be using that this paper will get much more attention. So we are really very happy with this. And then again, going back, those, junior people watching this, I'll tell them, don't worry about the what it will lead to, just do it. Because when we started, we are not that hopeful, but ultimately we got a result and it got published, and now we get nice award. So we are very with this. So I'll stop here and thank you again so much.
Thank you, Malabika. Thank you, Anil. Congratulations once again for the paper. Thank you for joining me today. Thank you for explaining us what the paper is about. I'm sure that plenty of scholars will find it very useful. And let's celebrate again your excellent paper. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Thank you.
Bye.